Have you ever wondered how a sheet can benefit your labor? Let's find out with Mama Shakti Prenatal. Mama Shakti means Mama Power, and I'm here to teach you a couple different movements that you can do with a sheet during early labor to help your body progress. You want to first find as big a sheet as you can and then tie a knot in one end. Next, we're going to put this knot over the edge of the door and close the door with my bed sheet firmly secured over the door. I'm going to do a couple of different movements that are going to help open my back, relax my pelvic floor, and help baby descend with a little more ease. Movement number one is a low squat on the sheet. We're going to give our weight to the sheet, and that's why it's important that you want to make sure this is secured before you try it. Perhaps have your partner try it first. That knot needs to be nice and big and completely on the other side of the door. So we're going to do a low squat with knees wide, coming up onto the balls of the feet if you need to, and then lowering down onto the heels if you're able, holding on to the sheet and even giving yourself a little rock side to side. That feels nice. Next, I'm going to show the same movement but supported with something under your bottom. So if low squatting that low is not accessible, take a bolster or a low stool, bring it right under your bottom. We want those knees to be nice and high and wide. So knees out, nice and wide, and we're going to hold, and maybe you have to hold a little higher here and you can rock. And this is still movement number one for early labor. Movement number two is going to require you lean against the other wall or perhaps the same wall that your sheet is on, and your partner will need to help you with this one. They will take the silk or the sheet underneath your leg and they'll just give you some assistance as they rotate your leg from side to side. They can pick it up and rotate it. What we're going for here is some asymmetry in the pelvis and some movement of the hips in both an internal and external fashion. So we really get things moving, we get the fascia moving, and we open that mid-pelvis opening as much as finally, movement number three is for late labor transition right before you're getting ready to push, as baby needs to navigate that final bony level of the pelvis, the pelvic outlet. We want to come into a position where we have a high squat and we are opening the back by putting tension on the lat muscles and really hanging on to this silk or sheet. So our knees are going to come a little bit wider than our hips. Our toes might turn out just a little bit. And here we're going to be in a high squat. So our bottom is going to poke out like we're in an anterior pelvic tilt. And you're going to really try and sass that bottom out as much as possible. Hang here as long as you comfortably can, maybe through the duration of a contraction. And this is not only going to lengthen your pelvic floor, but it's going to help open the third level of the pelvis, the pelvic outlet.